Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're looking at more leaks from Illuvium that has been coming out this week. Really a lot of great stuff that they're showing us, and even some gameplay of some future Illuvials that will be coming to private beta 2. So let's jump into what they leaked today. So to kick it off for the first leaks, we have a new screenshot of the Illuvium Zero land. As you guys can see that they're, really working and polishing up these lands here to make it really cool so that when we get in here, we could build and really just expand our base here. And this is going to be, for oil production, for our fuel to get inside the land so we could travel. So yeah, this is going to be really cool once we actually get our hands on this, hopefully pretty soon. We're also getting some more footage of the Vermilias or the Familiares. This is their abilities. Pretty cool. They do like a spin attack and then they hit their tail. Really nice. We're also getting more objects that we'll see out in the overworld. I told you guys in here, we're going to get tons of these objects that are going to be, inside the overworld. I think that's probably like the bulk of them creating the overworld is just, creating the land and the structures that you're going to see out there. This is pretty cool. We finally get to see how it would look with a stage 3 of the Mozart with the Ramfire skin. So you can see it's more detailed. It actually has those scales on top of the Mozart there, and I believe his claws, his little legs, look more of like the colors of the wings or the nails that you'll see on Ramfire. So really dope to have that third stage. But even like the third stage here looks like you have the rings on top of the antenna there. So yeah, that would be really a really good one. I think one of the top skins we might be able to get. Anything Ramfire I think was going to be top. More trees. You'll see these. I think they showcased this in the Sanctum Mesa overworld land that they did on the demo. So these were one of the objects we saw there. And this was something really interesting to me. I really thought like, wow, Illuvium's going full on, full detail, high quality, just overdrive into making this this world something so epic. And I'll just go through all of the flowers because there's going to be, many different variations of the flowers that you'll see. So this is another one. Just tons of these flowers. They have like, there's like books and tons of information on just the different species and different varieties of flowers out in the world. So yeah, creating different volumes and different concepts of flowers is probably key to creating an overworld. So they've pretty much done that with these concepts. Next, they are showcasing more of the shardbluff labyrinth. We get the delta. This is the northern parts, the pillars here. These are concepts art. So yeah, I actually grabbed some land in the land sale. I got 2 land plots of here. So this is really something great for me to see what, they're working on here. This is what, I'll probably be hanging out here a lot because there's going to be ground types here inside the, shardbluff labyrinth. So earth type of alluvials is what you're going to be expecting coming here. And, they're really showcasing and getting the feel of a rocky type of, land where the ground types will be, where the earth types will be out here. And this is pretty interesting. Not only do we get flowers in the overworld, but it looks like we're going to be able to jump on these flowers, or these could be like platforms that just look like flowers, but maybe they're not. These could be just some other type of, maybe just a rock that looks like a flower. Can't really say, but this is what we'll be seeing perhaps in that shardbluff labyrinth or in other areas of the overworld. These will be like platforms for us to use to jump on top, to even get to areas in the map that might have some hidden things that we could, mine up or farm. So yeah, we'll be seeing these inside the overworld here. And just more, of the structures we'll see out there in the overworld. Really cool. I think like if this isn't harvestable, then this is definitely looking pretty cool. The type of style that Illuvium is doing, which could be even for future games that will, they're creating, will have these, perhaps these types of styles, crystals, or perhaps rocks that we can harvest, or just decorative out there in the overworld. Wow, the amount of detail, guys, I have to say, just like we even went over this. I think this is a charm, a clover. Yeah, they got the clovers there too. They're trying to like, these are really reminiscent of actual real life stuff. I believe that's what they're trying to do. They transition some of the, things we see out in the nature into the illuvium ecosystem here. And so you'll see these, they could even be like, yeah, they say translucent variants. Wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, some of these areas I'm assuming will be really like majestic, vibrant types of areas that we'll see. So the translucent ones, really definitely probably one of their higher tier flowers. And more, of course, you'll get your weird looking ones or your majestic ones or your really beautiful types of lilies and plants that you see out there. My gosh, look at this, bros. This is like the epitome. If I could just see this inside, if they can actually, if they can bring this type of concept art into actuality inside the game there, that's going to be really cool to see something like this. This is just, I believe this is concept. Yeah, this is like the Summer Crest, Crystal Shores. I believe this is a concept, but once we actually see this, the artists have really outdone themselves here. And of course, this is the polar bear. That I believe that was the placeholder name that they gave us for the polar bear here, but we just had a trivia, and the stage 1, if you guys remember that cute little polar bear I did, that's actually called Blink. So not sure what this guy is called, but could be something similar to that. Really nice, interesting name. But yeah, we've got Blink here on deck. There's going to be one of the alluvials we'll see. I think this might be Frost of the affinities that he'll have. And more Shardbluff Labyrinth. I can't really, complain about Shardbluff because I got land plots here. But just seeing more Shardbluff Labyrinth is great for me. This is the obelisk. This is where I believe this is going to be our starting point here that we're going to be, transporting to, and then from here we're going to be able to walk around the areas. And I do believe they did mention that once we have I believe they mentioned this, guys, don't quote me, but I believe they said we should be able to put like a checkpoint down just in case something goes wrong, or we die or something out there where we don't want to end up in a certain area. Then we could use our checkpoint and transport back there. But yeah, the obelisk will be working there, and you can see that they have, this is called Knoll's Point. I believe this is the highest point inside of Shardbluff Labyrinth, and they just, giving us the concept art here of what we're going to expect once we're in this area. They have little bits of streams of water, cliffs and rocks, and it looks like coral, but I'm not sure if this is coral. We'll just have to see. And yeah, like I say, this is like the grand viewpoint of the Knoll's Point. This is what we'll see when we're on top there. Yeah, this is going to be the highest point. Not sure if you can quote me this with the highest point in the game. But if it is, whoa, we get a great view up there to see the whole overworld. So that'll be spectacular. And they're just, showing us more path to the small cave. There might be something interesting inside the small cave. Yeah, they're just highlighting. So keep note of this, guys. When the game comes out, remember that small cave. There might be something there for you to explore. And this is, taking us inside of the look of the small cave here. This is what you'll see. Yeah, definitely something in here. And of course, they're just giving us details how to get there. So yeah, if they're not just leaking to us a place, a secret cave that you can get into, they're showing us how they're going to create it. I don't think it's intentional for them to give us some leaks on secret places for you to get, rare stuff. But if this is one of them, maybe this is just a small leak. So like, yeah, we have a cave here, and this is what you guys will expect when you're out in the overworld. So this is all intentional. Yeah, so I'm just convinced, guys, this will be the area for me. I'm really glad I got, and actually I think Andrew mentioned on his stream as well that he said he got a land plot here as well. So I might be hanging out with Andrew on the Shardbluff. So we'll have to see. But yeah, more concept art of the area, which they're trying to, create inside the overworld itself. This will be, one of the areas that they're going to, create with Unreal Engine 5. Or this could be just it. This might actually not just be concept. We see the ranger here with the Mozart. So yeah, this is what we're going to see when we're actually in there. And of course, this is, I believe this is just alpha footage. So, or sorry, this is beta footage. This isn't really, polished. This isn't a finalized version of the game. So once we actually have the full rendered, full quality UI or whatever of the game, of the land here, then it'll look a lot different than what we see here. And with the last two leaks here, I'm going to show you guys the Illuvium Crimson Waste grass test. So I believe they just screenshot some of the grass that they're going to have here in Crimson Waste. I think when we saw Crimson Waste in the Overworld demo, I don't think we saw too much of this, but you know, there's going to be a lot of fine detail that they're going to put inside of, you know, the Overworld here. So this is going to be one of them. Seeing grass like this, just can't wait to get inside here. I really I pay attention to detail. So I will be looking at all this once I get inside there and I'm able to harvest. And the last thing here, guys, this was a video clip of Squizz. I believe that's the alluvial's name. I believe it's a shock type. It uses like electricity. So I think that's like fire and fire and ice or fire and frost. I believe that's what it is. But if I'm not, don't quote me on that, but I believe that's the shock. So it's going to have like more of like electricity. An electric attack. I believe it's called Shock. And yeah, that's the Squizz character right there. I believe that's a really popular character that people have liked before the character has been released. We've seen the artwork of it. So yeah, really cool that we get to see this. And I hope they, you know, showcase more of these characters. So there it is, guys. We've got more leaks, and hopefully you enjoyed that. I will be sure to keep you updated on more stuff that's coming out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos here, and I will be doing, I believe tomorrow or the next day, a coaching or a video showcasing you guys that I will be starting my coaching sessions. If you guys want help getting into leaderboards or just playing the beta version, if you have it or if you want to get good at it, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Godson, and I will see you on the next episode.